Hi, Janet here. So 67 years old, recently diagnosed with ADHD. What on earth am I doing setting up a YouTube channel at this point in my life? First of all, it was about making the decision. Why did I make the decision to set up a YouTube channel? I am not somebody who usually likes to be in front of the camera. With the newsletter that I've been writing for the last year, of course, it was wonderful because I could be behind the scenes and I could be putting out this body of work and not really be visible in the process. And it was that body of work that really acted as a trigger, because when I looked at the 12 months worth of weekly newsletters that were long and content rich, and I looked at the digital library that I'd created full of downloadable assets, glossaries, skill shift reports, job reports, implementation strategies, and all of that good stuff that I had designed and created to help people who might feel a little bit overwhelmed by AI and not really sure what to do with it. I realized that I had been a powerhouse of productivity and creativity. And that is not something that I usually would see myself as. I look back and it's like, whoa, you did this, Janet. And I would say I did it all alone, except I didn't, because I did it working with artificial intelligence, with tools like Claude, Gemini, with Midjourney for illustrations, with Gamma for presentations. All these amazing tools allowed me to take all of those ideas from inside my mind and get them out in the form of a newsletter. And it was really that. It was realizing I'd never been more productive at any point in my life across my 40-year career. And that was really down to this symbiotic partnership I developed with AI. And so now I really felt an obligation to spread the word to other ADHDers who might have that same challenge of making their ideas tangible and real, and have not really understood the power of AI to become their perfect partner and to help them get the most from their dynamic creative minds. So, of course, once having made the decision, ADHDer to the end, I went down the research rabbit hole. I always call my ADHD my engine of perpetual curiosity. And I love nothing more than researching things. Oh, give me a project. I love it. Let me go and find out everything I can about it. Problem is, I usually don't know when to stop finding out and start finding, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I went down the rabbit hole. I looked at a ton of videos. I joined a training program or two. And actually, marketing is my core discipline. That's what I spent the majority of my 40 years focused on. But selling yourself is really different. And DIYing is really different when you're going to be responsible for this. So, you know, it was a little intimidating for me. I'm not going to lie. So did tons and tons of background and eventually decided time to get started. So next was equipment. Now, luckily I knew that my iPhone 13 Pro was going to do the job. That was the year where there was a big upgrade in the camera, and I looked at some reviews and the 13 was still up there. So that was good. Then I needed a mic. Now, I bought these little baby mics previously for another exercise, and I, of course, knew now I was in this seriously, I had to get proper heavy duty mic. So I decided I would get a Rode pod mic. After much diligence, oh my gosh, hours and hours of, scanning Amazon and YouTube's on this, and I finally ordered the mic. It arrived and it was the wrong one because it didn't have a USB connection. Now, young Janet would have been really fed up with 67-year-old Janet had this happened. But 67-year-old ADHD Janet, it was an easy mistake. I just missed that little, that little thing there that said what kind of a connector it had. So no biggie, I'll send it back and order another one. So I ordered another one. This time I was smart. I ordered the Rode again, this time with the USB connector. It came with a cord, but when it arrived, it would not connect with my phone. And after that, we descended into connector hell. It was hilarious. I probably ordered 6 different connectors. None of them worked. And it was trying to connect the phone to the mic to power. And somehow finding this combination seemed incredibly difficult. So needless to say, because I'm using my baby mic, the Rode mic is actually not up and running yet. And of course, it's classic. I probably don't need that kind of a mic, but I don't know if you're like me as an ADHDer. Whenever you take up something new, you need the best gear. I mean, you just need the best gear. I mean, I need a super duper mic, don't I? You know, I go riding. I need the best riding boots. I took up cycling, Lycra. Had to have the Lycra. Like, what the heck was Lycra going to do for me in my city? It certainly wasn't going to make me go any faster. So yes, there is this a habit as an ADHDer to tend to overkill on the equipment. But anyway, I am now back here with my baby mics. So next, and this interestingly proved to be the most challenging thing for me, was learning how to talk to you. This was quite a self-discovery for me, because I started off wanting to do it in a conventional way, right? I need to script things. No, that was not going to work. I had the scripting, I had a teleprompter, and I discovered something about me. I discovered that I cannot read a script and talk to you authentically at the same time. I was reading the script or I was talking to you. Those are not the same things. I couldn't blend the two. And that actually explained a lot to me about some of my previous challenges in big stage situations when I've been at conferences, having to make a presentation and they did not go well. And that was quite an insight for me. The second big insight was I realized I think much better when I walk. I'm walking and processing my ideas in real time. And I felt when I started doing some shorts, just walking and talking, that I, for the first time, had actually found an authentic voice. And so now it was, okay, but how do I do longer form videos? So I decided on an approach that involves crib notes down here. I have sticky notes on the board. I'll put up some footage of that. And ad-libbing. It is just that. So I make fumbles. All of those are good things, but we muddle through. Then there was the eye contact. Because I'm processing thoughts like this, my eyes are going here, there, and everywhere, and I'm breaking the rule of direct eye contact. Also, it makes me look like a criminal, because I think they say that, don't they, in body language, that if you look one way, you're lying. If you look the other way, you're thinking. Well, I look both ways. And I promise I'm not lying, I promise. So not only am I shifty, but I'm rolling my eyes and making all kinds of weird facial expressions. This is when I discovered that there was an AI application that could make you look as though you're looking directly at a camera. It's eye correction, along with lots of other clever things that these AI editing tools can do. But we'll talk about those in another video. So I thought, oh, I'll give this a go. That could be it. What it does is it sort of takes an image of your eye direct to camera, and then it superimposes it on your eye when you're not direct to camera. Well, the results were just hilarious. And I actually found my eye sitting on my hair like a little eyelashy butterfly. So that wasn't going to work. I finally settled on standing up. I'm standing up here at a desk. I move a lot. It's not quite walking, but I hope it doesn't irritate you too much. It's a bit of a necessity for me. You've got my rolling eyes, like him or not. That's just how my brain works. And here we are, finally due to launch the first video. And I really would like to bring you along on that journey to see if we grow, how we grow, what works, what doesn't work. I am under no illusions. This is probably not the sexiest subject in the world, ADHD and AI and that intersection, which is what my passion is all about. But anyway, if you know anybody with ADHD who you think might benefit from this kind of content, please do share this. I'd love it if you'd sub if you're interested in the subject, and like the video. All of that really helps, and you can help me get the word out to more people. Thank you very much, and we'll chat soon.
Gotta be me in the light of the dark, with the fire inside and a restless spark. No mold to break, no chains to flee. I'm bound to this I'll be me.